Couple days shy of being a full 2 weeks old, but we're doing fantastic. Mama's doing great after everything. Pardon the bum, it's a little bit mucky. But Mom's a very tough mom. We are still giving some immunity bolstering because we were running a higher temperature that we didn't really like. We're trying to prevent infection. Also giving vitamin B. She got a little bit of it on her side last night. That's what that yellow is. But overall, milk production has actually increased, not decreased. She's continuously, constantly feeding them. And they are little piggies. It's like, look how big we are. So, this is Cara Mia. She's the doeling. We will be keeping her. She is just gorgeous. And that is her brother. He is Galahad. And we will be selling him because unfortunately, even though he's a beautiful coloring, beautiful markings, nice, well-built buck, he's got a nice wide spacing and looks like he's going to be a nice, easy keeper. We do not have a big enough herd to justify keeping him. So, zoom back out. But everybody's doing fantastic. We've got Carla on a nice perennial grass hay, loose alfalfa, and then we also have her on about 2 pounds of Purple Vision Excalibur. She does fantastic with a higher fiber diet. We found over the years that balances her tummy out better. And look at, you can see the weight that she's put on in the last week. She is just doing amazingly well. And babies are doing good too. There we are. We were bouncing a second ago. But healthy, healthy, healthy. So, so happy. It's always a concern when you have a rough birth. You have to worry about infection that is already going to be there. Some that can form. Obviously, my biggest worry was if we ended up having sepsis or something. We still have a little bit of drainage in the back, which can be perfectly normal. But at no point did she stop nursing. At no point did she run a temp that was of great concern. Average goat temp is 101.5 to 103.5. I've seen some articles that even state up to 104 can be normal in times of stress. We did hit, I think the highest was 104.3. And we were definitely at that point keeping a really good eye on her. Now, of course, it came to me after that was in the middle of a rather warm afternoon. So when I took the temp later that night, we were back down to 103.6. So she's been elevated for a bit. I honestly am very determined from here on to get a basal on her to have a better idea. But as of this morning, we were 102.8. So we're very happy to see that. And that's the second day in a row she's been in range, because yesterday she was 103.1. So whole bunch of numbers, but nothing crazy concerning. The articles, whoops, that I found about bacterial uterine infections and sepsis potential seem to state that 104.5 was where you start getting concerned, but a lot of really bad situations are 105 to 107. So we're having a lot of fun playing on the rocks. Now it is just the two of them over here. We have the Kikos on the other side. So why do we do this? Because they come from 2 different herds, and I just don't really feel like combining up the herds just because we had babies. Ideally, she would have had some buddies this year, but nobody else besides her caught in her group. So the nice thing is there's 2 of them. If we'd only had one, we probably would have brought the bottle baby on this side, but he's doing a lot better over on the other side with his sibs. You can see they're just Beautiful babies. We will probably wean around Christmas, so depending on how big he is by that point, I will have Galahad up for sale in the new year. Mia, we will... Oops. Yeah. So we got a little bit of a herd over here. Those teenagers are greatly intimidated by Kara, so they're pretty good. Tootsie's a little bit offended about not getting her hay, but technically that's Kara's hay. Now, Miss Tootsie, my black dapple, and Miss Minerva, my red paint, are going to be bred in a week. So we will probably be covering Minnie with Black Smoke, my solid black buck, and Miss Tootsie will also go to Black Smoke, we think. We're not entirely sure. We're kind of still fussing around. I have my gremlins. Actually, I have my gremlins. Minnie could end up underneath Merlin, my black dapple. We're going to do Tootsie with Smoke if he can reach. We think he's big enough now because she has a lovely pedigree. He has a lovely pedigree. See, we're getting told off by Mama. Mama's like, no, you can't come in. And we're my kids. So we want to kind of pair up better pedigrees. The reason why Kara was bred by Merlin this time was because she does not do junior herd sires. They have to be nice big boys or she won't give them the time of day. So obviously that worked out really well. We're going to spread the gremlins across all three boys. Baby Copper is going to end up with one of the two of the three sisters. We're kind of wobbling back and forth between Jubilee, who's my dapple cape, and Serenity, who's my traditional redhead. Serenity is shorter, but Jubilee's nicer. And since he sells such a baby, nice might beat out short for once. Calliope, my dapple head of the three, she's going to go to Merlin because she is hefty. Are you in a grumpy mood? We're in charge. Kara actually is my dominant doe, so that's why she's kind of grumpy at the yearlings. But I can zoom in here so you can enjoy the babies. We got it all kind of figured out for the most part. Next spring we'll be breeding the other herds, so we'll have some Kikos and some commercial boers. But all the babies that we're going to breed in a week are going to be due mid-March. So, alrighty.